I have so much to share with you guys. What I'm working on right now is a teaser. It's a Saie beauty PR package. I spent an absurd amount of money. We did it, Joe. It was a little over a mile. I'm sweating. Hello, I'm back. Oh my God, I miss YouTube so much I could cry right now. I'm literally gonna cry. I don't even know if anyone's still watching. I feel like with YouTube, when you abandon the people, they go away, and I miss you guys so much. I hope that you at least came to like Instagram or TikTok and kept up somewhere else, but I am honestly sorry. I feel like I ghosted you. I freaked out, so let's talk about it. So let's chat a little bit while I get ready. Oh my, this feels so good. I'm like so dramatic right now, but I have been really emotional. I mean, I'm also like, I'm on my period, so I've been really emotional, and I think this is exactly what I needed to get back into the swing of things. So here's what happened. By the way, this is a Friday morning. It was July 4th week, so it's a short week of work. As I mentioned, I'm on my period, so I'm not working out, but I'm running to get a coffee with someone who actually I stumbled across her profile a while ago because she's dating Brett Conti. So I was just like, I follow him and he's a YouTuber, and I noticed her and I thought she was so cute, and she's an author. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. I actually don't really know anyone who's like trying to become an author in 2023. Like, I just feel like everyone's trying to start a podcast or whatever. So I thought she was adorable. And then I just moved on with my life. And she DM'd me and said, like months later, a while later, because I was like, wait, who is this? She looks familiar. DM'd me and said she came across my TikTok and felt like we would be friends. So do I want to get coffee? And I was like, absolutely. That's what we're doing this morning. I'm just putting some of my Saie skin tint on because it has some sunscreen and makes me feel like I'm not wearing any makeup while making me feel tanner and prettier. Anyway, here's what happened. Does anyone else get coffee before they go get coffee with someone just to make sure they can like survive the initial interaction? I'm so addicted. When I'm doing like an absolute no makeup look and I'm not going to the gym or anything, because otherwise I wouldn't be doing this, I use this Merit contour stick because it's so subtle and hydrating. Like, no one would know you had contour on, but it kind of tans you up a little bit. Anyway, I feel like I have to do a whole updated like rosacea makeup tutorial because those used to pop off on my channel and I haven't done it in so long. Getting re-inspired with YouTube as we speak. But anyway, that's what I'm doing this morning. But I kind of freaked out. Like, I have been doing YouTube for so long, and I'm actually like, you know, we're over 8,000 subscribers. Like, I could be hitting 10,000 soon. And that's when I decided to panic and freak out, because I started doing this like boot camp thing a while ago before I even moved into this apartment. And it just became really intense. And I realized I needed to up my editing game. Like, you'll see if you look at my last bunch of vlogs, my editing was like on point. And that's because I had to hire a better editor because I didn't have the time or capacity to take on like really good editing like that, because I edit in my full-time job every single day. And I edit my podcast, like clips for Reels and TikTok every single day. So it was a lot. And honestly, candidly, I don't make enough money to fund paying an editor. And I don't really want my entire life anymore. I've been doing this for 5 years. Like, I don't really want to be editing my podcast, my YouTube every single night on the weekends, like not having a life. Like, I am going to be 27. I have so much to share with you guys. Like, there's been a lot. I'll share with you throughout the day. I won't bore you to death in this one clip, but I want to have a life. I value my friends. I value my social life. I value so much more than just hustling in my career. And I am still gonna hustle. I still know what I want out of life, but I'm not going to sacrifice after 5 years of doing all this, like a social life. And it's actually been really nice to have things to focus on that aren't the podcast, that aren't YouTube, because I'm training for a half marathon. I think I've updated you since I did that, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I was just starting to try out running when I stopped vlogging a month ago. But I signed up for a half marathon, and so there's also a lot of like potential engagement news in the air with Ethan that I will update you on. Point being, it's been really nice to focus on something that's not like managing my time with social media, and I've been really focusing on the podcast while I took a little YouTube break. I just simply could not afford to be paying editors for my YouTube channel, paying editors for my podcast, all to keep up while I have a full-time job, paying for studio time for my podcast. Like, honestly, I could just have people here to record, but sometimes I feel like it's a little intimate and awkward when you don't know someone. Just doing some more makeup today to feel better about myself, and also so that we could film this Get Ready with me, to be honest. Like, I have so much more to say, so I'm just continuing to put more makeup on than I meant to. So it all just got too much in terms of a time and monetary investment, and so it got to a point where I was like, well, I don't really know how I'm gonna do YouTube, because YouTube is so time consuming to edit myself, and it just got to a point where I was like, okay, maybe I need to just take a step back from it because it's all feeling too much. Like, I know what I need to do to grow on YouTube. I know the videos that I could be making, and like, I don't have the capacity in any way to be making those videos right now. And then vlogging just felt like a waste of time almost. Like, it was like, why am I putting a camera in my face at all times when I can save this energy and make some Get Ready with me's on TikTok, and which have been doing really well. Like, I'm happy about it, but I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts on like prioritizing vlogs and all the other things, because there's like these really more like, not extravagant videos I want to make, but I want to make videos on cycle syncing and like all of these more searchable content and the makeup routines and all the things, and I just felt like, oh my god, I don't have the time or money to do any of this, so I just freaked out, and that's where we landed. So I kind of ghosted you, and I'm so sorry, but I want to try to figure out a way to make it work. I'm gonna go back to like simple editing. I hope it's good enough for in terms of like the vlogs, and then I guess we'll figure out what we're gonna do with the rest. I don't really know. I'm kind of figuring this all out as I go, and yeah, so I still have a lot of updates to share with you guys. We'll do that throughout the day. This is the look. We're gonna go grab coffee, and I will see you in a minute. Okay, so she just canceled on me, which is totally fine. We know I love a canceled plan. I just wish I didn't put makeup on 2 seconds ago, because now I'm like, should I be going to the gym? Like, honestly, if I didn't just do all that, I probably would go to the gym and sauna. Maybe I should take advantage and film a YouTube video, like, no joke, or something. Like, maybe I should go for, I think I'm gonna go for a really long walk and maybe film some TikToks or something. I don't know. While I sit here and watch YouTube and drink my coffee, I'm gonna pitch some podcast guests via DM, because I need some podcast guests. Or also catch up with the podcast guests that are in my DMs that we just like haven't scheduled yet, because I'm losing my mind. Okay, new plan. I just filmed a TikTok and it's already 9:15, so I just figured I'm just gonna do one more thing, make one more reel for my podcast episode that came out yesterday, because I've been struggling to keep up with them, and I finally have some extra time this morning, so I'm gonna do that and then go for a long walk and come back and work. That's the plan. So I'm just gonna finish a TikTok with Jess Clark Higgins. I'm obsessed with her. If you haven't listened to that episode yet, she's literally a gem. Like, more beautiful inside and out than you would have expected, than like you already knew she was, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm gonna make a quick reel of that episode, and then I could go my walk and know that I did my own podcast work and YouTube, and things just feel right again. Honestly, Ethan is away right now this weekend, and maybe it was kind of like, I feel super off. I have my period. Ethan's not here this morning. I got canceled on for coffee, so I'm definitely like feeling thrown out of my routine, but I think it's good. I think, honestly, living alone, I'm realizing, made me vlog a lot more, because, I don't know, it's like a way to feel a little less lonely, I guess. And, like, Ethan's not here, so I'm like, I miss vlogging, so it's just funny. But I do want to get back into YouTube. And it's funny, once things quiet down and you have time alone to think, what comes up for you. Just recorded a whole clip and it disappeared. I'm trying to not look at my phone. I have like 20 minutes, just listen to a podcast and look around, because I didn't get to work out today or have my me time, so this is my little like mental health moment. Okay, look up, Jen, look up. We could do this. I'm so off from my period, but I'm trying to just like turn the day around a little bit. We're okay. The AC is on right behind you. It is brutally hot in this city. Sorry if you hear that or if it's really annoying. It's 10 a.m. Time to start work. To be honest, I'm dreading it today. It's been part of like why I almost, not I guess, took a break from YouTube is it's really hard for me to be totally honest on here sometimes because I have a full-time job. Like, it's always going to be in the back of my head as opposed to when I was freelance doing a million part-time jobs, as you guys were watching. Those vlogs were really fun. I could kind of say whatever I wanted because I wasn't really employed. And now I'm like, I can't really complain if I don't feel like working one day or something like that because I gotta just like, I don't know, be careful, be respectful. I love my job, not get me wrong, but I think it's only natural that sometimes you're just, especially in such a creative role, like not in the mood, not feeling it. I also think when you haven't started a video yet, it's kind of harder to get, it feels more daunting. And then once you've like made some headway with the video, you kind of get excited to finish it and stylize it. But like the start of a new episode is always a lot to anticipate because you're like, oh, a bunch of videos to make. Where do we start? I know where to start, but you know what I mean. So sitting down for the day. And it was a short week this week, so I just had like a lot more to do today than I normally would. Like I normally would have finished some of this by now. So gotta really focus to get to work. I'm so sick of sitting in this apartment, to be honest. Like I wish I could just go to a coffee shop and work, but it's just not that easy for me. It's so much easier and quicker for me to get my work done using my monitors at home, but sometimes I just wish I could get out of here. Which I actually could. I could go to Ethan's WeWork, and he's gone for the weekend. He might have left his key here and everything, and no one's in his WeWork, so I could, potentially. But it just feels like a whole to-do. I just want to get shit done. I feel like my posture is getting a little better. I've been doing some posture workouts, some upper body workouts. I've been on my fitness game, so lots of that to share too as well. Still sitting here working and sweating. It's already 5 p.m. This is when it gets a little upsetting working until 7 p.m. because it's a Friday. Not that I'm doing anything tonight. I'm so excited to just go for a long walk, get my steps in, and like relax, order in. I'm working at Rumble in the morning at 8 a.m., but it would be nice to start that on a Friday at 5, not 7:30. I could work earlier. Honestly, I could have like started work early this morning at 8 and just did like, or 9 and did like 9 to 6 instead of 10 to 7, but I want to get my own podcast work done and walk, and I'm glad I did. But I am struggling a bit because I've been sitting here all day, and whenever I make lunch at home, I feel like I don't end up leaving. Like, I don't know, I take so much time to like cook my lunch and clean the dishes, and then it feels like I already took my lunch break. Like, I have to be at my desk in case like my boss calls or I have to get these videos done. So I've really been doing a terrible job at like taking intermittent walks throughout the day, and I have to get better at that. But wait, so I got on Threads, and Gail, apparently you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. I had like wrote on Threads this morning that I miss YouTube when I picked up the vlog camera. And Gail, thank you so much. You made my day. I wrote, we miss you too. I thought there was something wrong with my notifications because I haven't seen a new video from you, but no pressure. Take your time. I can't tell you how much it means to me that someone's watching. Like, obviously I see there are views, but you can't help but think like, oh, it's people from high school. I don't know, like, I know there are people watching. I know you guys comment. I do not mean to diminish that, but sometimes, a couple times a year, especially when I'm getting my period, I have like this weird thing that happens where I have like sort of almost a grieving period of like where I thought I should have been by now, if that makes sense. You're like, how many loyal, engaged people I thought would be around by now, and it's like so. No, I'm not gonna say it's stupid. I'm not gonna shame myself, but it is something that like I wish didn't happen to me, but I can't help but think that like one day I'll be like, wow, all the hard work paid off. It all makes sense. Remember when I used to get so upset, blah, blah, blah. I kind of stuff it down now. I'm not letting myself give into that because I'm trying to just be grateful for everything I have and just keep working towards it and whatnot. But it's always nice to know that you guys are watching, so please keep commenting. I'm like so in my head about the fact that I stopped for a month, like no one's gonna watch this and it's a vlog and who cares, and like I have all these limiting beliefs that I never used to have, and I need to work on getting them the hell out of here. So let's keep on editing though. This happens to me frequently when I realize, oh my God, I've been sitting all day and like all I'm wanting to do tonight is sit. I feel like I can't move. I'm very stiff. So I'm going to do a little stretch and go for a long walk. Okay, I just got back from my walk and took a shower, took my makeup off. I just kept walking till I hit 10,000 steps and I ordered food and then I came home. I'm so excited. I opened this up and I didn't realize because it didn't say it on the front of the box, but it's a Saie Beauty PR package. And if you guys have been following me on TikTok, you know I'm obsessed with the slip tint. I also always use their blush. Like I'm just always using Saie Beauty. And they sent me all this stuff and it just feels literally going to be so cringe to say, but it feels like a sign between the Gail commenting on my thread, the Saie Beauty gift PR box. Like sometimes you just have to take things as signs, even if you question it. It's like just take it as a sign that you're on the right path, going in the right direction, because if I don't take signs, I will be a miserable bitch. So, sun visor, it's sunscreen moisturizer. How is this different than slip tint? Interesting, it has zinc in it. Wow, that's great, it has zinc in it. That's great for just like preventing skin cancer and whatnot. SPF 35 radiant moisturizer. So I have a feeling this is more of just a sunscreen with no tint. No, it looks colored. I just showered, so I don't really want to mess with it, but there's no color on it. So maybe it just has a little bit of like a bronzing tint. We will try this, stay tuned. Translucent setting powder. Foundation perfecting brush. Oh, that's another thing I always use of theirs. I'm obsessed with their brushes. So now I have a foundation one. And then, what's this? Glowy Super Skin. Oh, this is their new lightweight foundation. So I will definitely be trying this next time I go out. I am going to be in the Hamptons all next weekend, so maybe I'll do like some get ready with me's. And okay, I guess they sent me 2 different colors for that. And then the fluffy powder brush. Ooh, I do not own one of these. I'm so excited, guys. Okay, my food's going to be here soon. I'm just going to watch Love Island, put on my red light, get to bed, and I will see you in the morning. I actually have a Rumble shift. I really go like twice a month, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. shift tomorrow, and then I don't really have any other plans this weekend. I think I'm going to meet up with Jess at some point tomorrow or tomorrow night, but I'm just enjoying this weekend without Ethan here. No hate to him. It's just you realize, like, normally when he's gone, I'm like, oh, I'm going to hang out with my friends. I'm going to do all these things, but I'd actually prefer to hang out with my friends and get out of the apartment. Like when he's here, I usually go and hang out with my friends a lot. Not a lot. I'm with him most of the time. But you just realize when the person you live with leaves, like, wow, I'm talking all the time because he's obviously my best friend. So I'm always talking. And it's kind of nice to not go supplement the time with him for friends, especially because I'm going to be away with my friends all next weekend in the Hamptons. I'm like, let's just sit and enjoy. So that's what I'm going to do, and I will see you tomorrow. Holy shit, it's hot in this city. Oh my god. I just worked from 8 to 11 at Rumble, and like schwitz on my way home. I'm like dying of heat. But I'm pretty awake and alert from the big iced coffee I had at work, so I want to work out. Can't decide if I'm going to go to SLT, which is like Megaformer Pilates, or I'm on like the last day of my period, so I'm like, okay, I've rested for a couple days. I'm ready to get back into it. So I don't know if I want to do that or like just go take my time at the gym. I think I'm going to sit home, cool off, watch some Kardashians while I plan what workout I'm going to do in the gym. And then I'll like hang out, maybe sauna or something, but it's really hot. So that sounds awful. We'll see. I already knew if I sat down I'd have trouble getting up, but I did it anyway. I've been watching Kardashians. I just turned off the TV. I'm caffeinating. And I'm going to go like listen to music or some strength training podcast on my way to the gym. Get some light glutes in. I don't know why I'm hitting myself. Maybe sauna. I'm bringing a change of clothes in case I want to. And then just like chillax. I am acting like I have nothing to do. There's always more work for me to do, but it's been nice, honestly. I'm kind of, because I edit all day at my full-time job, I'm like, I need to just have other people edit my stuff so that I can enjoy my weekends and recharge. So yeah, I might want to podcast tomorrow, so I'm going to go figure that out after the gym and my podcast with friends. Yeah, okay, let's go to the gym. Procrastinating again. Good morning. Not sure what happened to the vlog yesterday. I got to the gym and I ended up just like zoning out for an hour doing glutes. I did the Sweat by Kayla app, which I haven't done since college, but my friend told me that she still loves it. And I've been trying to get more into the gym, and sometimes like building a whole program for myself is just really overwhelming. So I've been using the Sweat app. I'll just like pick lower body day or whatever and just pick something that looks like the intensity I want. Yesterday, obviously, I was finishing up my period, I said, so I picked something that was a little more low impact, nothing like too crazy of equipment. It was like small barbell and a band, and it was great. And then I did some of my own stuff too. Not my own stuff, but then like, I think I did like a Mad Fit abs or something after, and I stretched. And then I got home. I was supposed to have dinner. I feel so bad. I was supposed to have dinner. It was like a loose plan to do something on Saturday with my best friend Jess, and I couldn't move. I have my period. I've said that 10,000 times, and I just was like, I'm sorry, I literally can't move off the couch. And I didn't want to ruin her Saturday night plan, so I was like, I might feel better later, but like, there's a chance I don't, so just like go get dinner with your other friend. But we're gonna get coffee today. So I have a lot of plans today actually, and I felt like a piece of shit yesterday after the gym. Like, thank God I got the gym in, or I really would have felt like, okay, I did nothing with my free weekend. Like, I have so much work I could be doing, so much podcast work. I don't have an episode to go up on Tuesday, so I'm like so mad at myself. Like, I should be podcasting today, but I still can. I didn't book studio time, then the thought of having to set something up here and have someone over is a lot, and so I'm just, it's menstrual phase season, but that means we're so close to follicular and ovulatory. Okay, guys, I spent an absurd amount of money on something that just came yesterday. I've been so upset about my hair. I had a really bad haircut and it was too short, and I've been wearing it up ever since. And it's finally, I just went in and got a gloss. So it's like dark again, not brassy from my copper. That's really annoying if there's no scooper, because what I was going to say was I spent $100 on this. It's called Agent Nature. I got influenced through The Skinny Confidential and Dr. Wellcole. It says 1 scoop. Is there really no scooper? You guys, that's actually fucked up because it was so expensive. It's made from like wild caught fish collagen, non-GMO, kosher fish, all the things. It's supposed to be amazing for hair, skin, and nails. How am I supposed to know how much? What's 10 grams? Oh my God. Okay, apparently a scoop is 10 grams. That's a little less than a tablespoon, which is so annoying that I spent this much money. I told Ethan, I was like, Ethan, be very careful with this stuff. It's very expensive. Oh, there is a scooper in it. You just have to find it. Okay, we can work with that. Wow, it's like silk. 1 scoop in my coffee. Hopefully it doesn't taste like anything. Usually collagen doesn't once you mix it in the coffee. Get my maca powder. Anyway, I'm hoping I'm loving that collagen, or I hope I don't because it's really expensive, but I want to feel good about purchasing it. So, my friend Jane Simmons, who has been on the podcast before as a personal trainer, she trains Katie Bellotti. If you follow Katie Bellotti, you know then who the trainer is because she posts her all the time. She is one of my friends, and she does these like mic'd up personal training sessions for TikTok in the gym, and she asked me to do one with her. Ooh. So that is what, it's like very creamy and frothy. Wow. So that's what I'm doing this morning. And then I'm going to get coffee with Jess since I ditched her last night. Unless, of course, she wants to ditch me. That's fine. But I hope she doesn't because I really miss her and wanted to hang out with her this weekend. Especially because Ethan was gone. I was like, perfect, we'll have a girls' weekend. But I dropped the ball on that because of my period. That's where we're at. But it's Sunday. We're going to make the most of today. I'm going to have to stop procrastinating the podcast and figure out what kind of episode I'm doing and when. Maybe I'll have someone on tomorrow. But cheers, let's try it. Yeah, no fish taste here. It's perfect. It's nice and frothy. Morning. My whole body hurts. Oh my God. I didn't realize the other day when I did glutes in the gym, I was just cranking it out for an hour on Saturday and like I had no plans, so I just kind of kept going. I don't know. Sometimes it's strength training because you're not like sweating sometimes. You're not like sweating and whatnot from like the cardio, like your face isn't beet red, so like you feel like you haven't done enough. So I'll just like keep going sometimes and I literally can't walk. I did some strength with Jane yesterday. She is so helpful. I asked her like a million questions. She mic'd me up for her. She gave me a session, essentially a personal training session, so that in exchange for like miking me up for her own content. So I'll like link her TikTok below and show it to you right here. She basically mics me up during a personal training session so you can see what it's like. And she's so helpful. I was asking her a million questions, like milking every second of it. I put my new fish collagen in my matcha because I went to pour my cold brew this morning and there's like a sip left. I was so upset. This is gonna be a super long vlog because I've been gone for so long and I just wanna keep vlogging it up. I promise I won't be sitting here the entire vlog. I keep forgetting while I'm out to film, but we'll get back in a rhythm. I've decided it's 8:20. My dentist is at 9 a.m. right around here. I think I'm just gonna run until I have to go. Couldn't decide between like take it really easy, 2 miles, or like do 4. I'll probably do between 2 and 3, but I think I'm kind of just gonna like wing it, not do a guided run or anything. This is probably gonna be a fail, but we're gonna try to just like vibe out and not worry about anything other than the time, like the time of day, not the time of how long I'm running. I can't explain, I don't know, we're just gonna wing it. Maybe this is a terrible idea, but we're testing it out for the future. Just doing like a 5-minute walk until I get to the West Side Highway, and then I'll do a little stretch. And then at that point, if I only have like 20 minutes, we'll do a 2-mile run. We'll see. We're gonna figure it out. Oh, happy Monday. All right, I lied. I've changed my mind 50 times this morning. This is why I usually like to plan out my weeks. But I'm gonna do, I found on my like half marathon training plan on the Nike Run Club app, these recovery runs that are meant for like literally recovering, which is what my body really needs. It's like 15 to 30 minute relaxed, easy pace run. So I'm just gonna do that today. Haven't ran in a week, so I kind of wanted to like run, but I think a recovery run is great. We're still, like my body's still adjusting to running weekly. So I think that's perfect. We did it, Joe. It was a little over a mile. I'm sweating. I started running a little bit further because I was like, I want to get used to pushing it in the heat because that was so hard for me at Central Park when I was schwitzing. So I pushed it a little more. But it still feels like I didn't work out enough today, which is so funny because if you told me I ran a 1.5 miles a while ago, I would have been like, whew, done for the day. And we're back. What a morning. Back at this seat. I really want to start like mixing it up or something, going elsewhere to work, but it's really just difficult. When you have such a good setup at home, it's really hard to just like up and go somewhere else. Gonna try to stretch. But I'm hanging out with my friends later. I have a lot of cleaning up to do. There's like laundry behind me I have to fold at some point today, so I have a lot to do. Let's get into work. First thing I'm gonna do is post. There's a new episode today for the Skinny Confidential, so I'm gonna post on their account. I also am kind of craving, because I didn't have that much caffeine this morning, like I saw someone walking with their Starbucks and I just started salivating, and I'm kind of craving just like a classic iced vanilla latte from Starbucks or something. So that'll be my first break of what I do. I already prepped some TikToks on Friday for the Monday episode, so I already have them ready to go. I think they're on my phone too. I just made my own standing desk. It's not working out too well, but I've just taken a ton of books and it's not exactly right, but I'm able to stand and do it for a little bit, so that's good, I guess. I think I've decided that on Prime Day next week, Amazon Prime Day, I'm going to try to get a standing desk, a walking pad, that whole situation. We'll see if I can find one at a good price. And I'm getting better at, I'm trying to get really focused on each task I do at work. Like I finish one video or one task, and I do something for myself after. So I just took 5 minutes to cut up cucumbers, tomatoes, and feta so that once I'm hungry, like lunch is kind of prepared, then I'll throw some chicken in it. And it took me literally 6 minutes out of the workday, but at least I can like now come back to my desk, do something else. But it's 12:35, almost 1, and I'm dying for like a Starbucks ever since I saw someone drinking on the street. So I'm going to, I would do one more task, but I want to have my coffee as early as possible. So I'm going to go get a Starbucks to carry me through the next bunch of tasks I have to do, and hopefully getting outside will feel a little better to come back caffeinated, ready to go. Let's get Starbucks. Okay, feels good to get outside. I'm listening to Happiest podcast, my go-to. The best. Blank Street cold brew with cinnamon. Too good. I still have to take this blue paint off, and I still have to release all the footage from lime washing the wall. I thought that I was gonna fix the paint, so I have all this footage saved for when I like went back and finished it and then finished the video, but I never did. So we'll see. I'm just too scared to at this point. Paintgate. I don't know what it is about going for a walk and picking up an iced coffee for 5 minutes that just lights my soul on fire. Like, I feel like, yeah, I can come back to work. First of all, my period just ended, so it's also like the follicular phase that's all of a sudden like energetic, ready to go. But also, because I was on my period and Ethan was away this weekend, I did not socialize at all, and I really recharged, and I watched a lot of Love Island and just like worked out, and it was like a self-care weekend. So I think I just have like a nice approach to the week ahead, and that really helped me. So I think that's my new rule working from home, is it's going to help me with work and also self-care. So I think this is a really good rule. For every task I do at work or video I finished, I do something else. Not like for an hour every time, obviously, or it would never work, but even just like cleaning the dishes, walk around the block, run an errand, return something, pick up a coffee, just something for me. And I think it will make me feel a lot better. Even just like standing up right now, it's like I'm not just sitting at home all day long, because working from home since 2020, it gets to you. I always wonder if I would like prefer an office, but I think there's like cons to that too, like rushing your morning to get there on time and look presentable. So pros and cons. So what I'm working on right now is a teaser, which what that means is if you follow the Skinny Confidential podcast on Instagram, you know that on their Instagram stories, every single day before a new episode, they have like a 20 to 30 second teaser for like tomorrow, new episode, like it teases it, hence the name teaser. So that's what I'm working on right now. I usually work on that first because that's obviously the first thing that gets rolled out for the new episode. So I kind of go in chronological order. I'll do that. Then I'll do the compilations for like new episode out now, like the trailers on Instagram. And then I'll make TikToks because that can roll out like days, you know, the whole week after the episode is released. So that's kind of the cadence of it. All right, it's the next morning. Thank you for spending the week with me. It feels really good to be back on my video camera. I've already had a bunch of like spiritual revelations. Yesterday after work, I went for a long walk and did a DI meditation through Lacey Phillips, which I can talk about on here. I started dabbling in her challenges because I tried doing her work like a while ago and it just didn't hit for me, but I'm not allowed to cancel the membership. Like I paid for the year. So I was told through Alyssa Brieloff, who was on my podcast, she was like, do the challenges, they're so different. So I started the challenges and I'm obsessed. So I'm having like all these revelations and I really want to learn more video and like how to really properly use a video camera. So eventually I have a feeling it will bleed into, I'm not like jumping ahead, but getting back into those more concept videos and all of the more almost like complex videos I was able to do when I wasn't full time. Like all my travel videos when I was in Denver, like I can't even believe I put some of those videos together. Like I had so much inspiration and honestly time to do it, but I just wasn't making enough money. So it's definitely having me think about my future and getting back into it. So anyway, if you've had any ideas, one of you had DM'd me saying you listened to my solo podcast episode from this week and you wanted to hear more about like my strength training half marathon workout split. So if you're curious about that, let me know. I'll either make a solo episode or maybe some YouTube videos. Let me know what you want to see from me on here. I'm going to start with vlogs as to not overwhelm myself so that I can still keep up with YouTube because I love it so much, but I have a full-time job in my podcast right now, so I'm just trying to figure out for the summer just vlogging, and then we're going to learn how to properly use video in the meantime so that I can come back with some really stellar content. So I love you guys. Thank you for sticking with me if you're watching this. Please comment down below what more you want to see from me. Comment below that you're watching so I know, so that I get inspiration and motivation to keep going on here. I love YouTube and I love you guys, and there's nothing like this community.